Comprehension. Genre. Non-fiction articles give information about real people, places, or things. Monitor comprehension. FCAT. Compare and contrast. When authors compare two topics or ideas, they often use signal words such as alike and different.
Real-world reading. Washington weed whackers. What alien species is creeping along the shores of Puget Sound? Spartina is a perfectly good plant. It creates a habitat and food for many fish and wildlife. So why do the kids at Lincoln Elementary School in Mount Vernon, Washington want to get rid of it? It's because Spartina shouldn't live on the West Coast. In Washington State's Puget Sound, Spartina has turned into a life-choking weed. The Weed Whackers of Lincoln Elementary in Mount Vernon, Washington. Spartina is native to the East Coast. There, native plants and animals keep it from growing out of control. Besides providing a wetland habitat, Spartina's roots stop soil from being washed away in the tide. However, in Washington, these traits are not helpful. Spartina is an alien species because it does not grow there naturally. An alien attacks. Since no animals eat Spartina in Puget Sound, it grows in thick clumps, crowding out native plants. Its roots hurt rather than help. It clogs up all the mud and changes the shape of the mud flats, explained student Seth Morris. In the east, it creates a good habitat, but in the west, it has caused crabs, snails, salmon, and shorebirds to leave because there is less food. When the kids at Lincoln Elementary School took on the Spartina problem, they didn't know how the plant got to the Northwest. The kids contacted local experts and hit the books to do some research.
Where did it come from? Students Seth Morris and Anna Hansen reported that Spartina came to Puget Sound in a few ways. Spartina goes back to the late 1800s. When it came here from the East Coast, Seth explains, settlers wanted to raise oysters in the West. They packed them in wet Spartina to keep them fresh. When the oysters were put in new beds in Puget Sound, it made Spartina seeds sprout. Spartina was also introduced when duck hunters planted it to attract more ducks. Engineers brought the plant in to keep soil from washing away, and farmers planted it to feed their cattle. Taking action. The classes worked in teams. One team researched Padilla Bay. Another team made drawings of Spartina and its effects on the shore. The third team worked to get the word out about Spartina. All the kids wrote letters to state lawmakers urging them to help. A student's drawing shows where Spartina has invaded Padilla Bay. Getting rid of Spartina takes lots of hard work and money. That's why the students wanted to teach the community about the weed. First, they held town meetings to discuss Spartina's impact on the environment. They also traveled to the state capitol in Olympia to talk about the problem. The kids even headed to Padilla Bay to snip off Spartina seed heads to keep the weed from spreading. One of the big lessons we learned from this project, says their teacher, Teresa Vaughn, was that we can't take care of the problem by just taking care of it in our bay. This is a problem for the entire Northwest coast. The kids know that saving Padilla Bay will be hard work. It took decades for the Spartina problem to take root. It'll take many years to get rid of it. Students from Lincoln's 5th and 6th grades became activists to fight the Spartina invasion.
FCAT. Think and compare. 1. What is the difference between Spartina growth in the East and in Washington? 2. Why is Spartina described as an alien? 3. Why is getting rid of Spartina so difficult? 4. How have people caused the problems described in Saving Egypt's Great Desert and Washington Weed Whackers?